Now, today might actually be a tough episode because we are going to be working on the factory, but we are going to be leaving this area. Now, I've been saying for a really long time that we're going to be leaving the industrial district for a little while, and we're actually going to start work on our mega base, but I need to get the storage room at least some progression happening in it, right? Something needs to happen in this storage room, and that's what we're going to work on today because I went ahead and I actually designed what the doors are going to look like. So this is going to be the front of every single part of this build. So without further ado, side number 2 is complete. Okay, my edit's not gonna work. Okay. I was gonna try to deceive you. I was gonna just make something up because I did this off camera and I wanted a fun and snazzy way to tell you this, but it just didn't work because, you know, I exposed myself right away. That's awkward. But anyway, yeah, I went through and I actually did all 3 doors. Now, I still have to place some of the stairs and stuff like that, but the doors are actually enclosed. So now there's a few sections that we have to work on before we can start making our way inside. The inside is where things are going to get kind of difficult, I think, but the outside is still far from done. So I went and stole some stone from Onyx's base over there, and we're just working on the roof now because this roof, right, is very important in enclosing the build. It's going to be really cool. So what we're going to do is just add up a layer like this, and then we're going to add glass enclosing this section right here. So it should give us a good shelf to kind of work with and enclose the rest of the build and make it look amazing. So that's what I'm working on. Oh, and also the picture that I was referencing also had these, and I think they look absolutely amazing, having the scaffolding here and you can just fly through it to get in the factory. So now we're going to use those as the windows too. Oh man, this build's gonna be fun. But there's a huge bottleneck. Don't look at that. There's a huge bottleneck that I'm actually running into with this project, and it's this stuff right here. Good old stone brick. I don't have enough of it. I cannot get enough stone to even work on this project anymore. So what I want to do is work on, there's a lot going on here, is work on getting a stone farm set up so we can just silk touch an endless amount of stone, kind of AFK it, and get it going. So let's do a time lapse. Alright, I'll be the first to admit, that was a weird time lapse, because I realized that a lot of this is going to be redstone and building it underground, so I kind of just stopped the time lapse after I got the whole build and the kind of structure of this done. So now I can come back in and explain what's happening here, because that's the more meat and potatoes of what's going on here. But if we look inside, it's actually quite a simple plan. This is like a doubling farm. So we have a silk touch pick. All we have to do is mine the stone. It's pretty easy. If we want cobblestone, just switch the pick out. Now there is obviously a lot more efficient designs to get cobblestone that let's face it, they exist, but I needed stone and this can double. So what we've done is we've created 2 separate systems here. They both do the same thing. It's just an item sorter into a shulker loader right here. See, the item sorter goes directly into a shulker loader, and one of them is for stone and one of them is for cobblestone if we ever want to use it for that. See, it's filling up, and then when it's done, it'll just replace them out. It'll bring it down here, and then this system's actually really cool. We can show it off just with a random item. Basically what happens is when it detects something, it shuts off this, and it's just enough time to shoot stuff all the way up to the top. So now we have an endless amount of stone, which is perfect. I really needed this to work on the factory. Now let's give some updates on the factory, because this is recorded all out of order. I've been working on stuff all day, just shifted in my chair. How professional am I? I'm a pro at this. But I've been working slowly on the factory, and we did do the rings around at a prismarine just to get a feel for it, to see how the factory would look with the rings. Now I'll put the picture in the description here of what I'm referencing and what it's kind of supposed to look like. That looks fantastic. There's so much to do here. I absolutely love this project, but it's a big one. It's a huge project that we're working on. So we have a good faceplate, we have things going on, and my heater just turned on. Crisis averted. So me and Onyx, or Onyx and I, or proper English, whatever you want to say, we actually went through and found all the copper that we've managed to collect over the course of the season, and it was more than you'd anticipate. And he put it all around here, apparently. He put it everywhere, and he's getting it down to this beautiful little, this beautiful oxidized copper look. But yeah, so now that you're caught up, this video was supposed to be released 5 hours ago. This week has been totally hectic for me. I've been so busy working on other things that even decorating out the stone generator, it's been a challenge. I haven't been able to do it. So what I want to do for the rest of this episode, it's just so you guys have a piece of content. Because let's be honest, this project's so big, I'm not going to be able to make too much progression in it in this episode and kind of have it out on the Saturday on my normal release day, even if it is going to be late at night. So let's finish up the stone generator. Let's run it. And there is one other spot that I'd like to visit in this episode, even if it's just a quick little, what did I just, even if it's just a quick little visit, like, who am I, Mickey Mouse? Oh my God. I actually question myself sometimes, but even if it is just a quick visit, we're going to go check out where the base is going to be. So let's get this done. Let's decorate this. It's just gonna be stone brick. Let's be honest. It's just gonna be stone brick and white glass to kind of contrast this. So let me get it done. I think I'm pleased. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is what I want it to look like. This area is so huge, man. It's insane. So this tiny little thing right here, it was really hard because the smooth basalt farm is such a different footprint, right? Like you have the generators back here, the carpet dupers that actually fire it to make it smooth, and it's just a really big project, like weird project, I guess you'd call it. But this one is just lava and water. All you do is this. This is it. This is all you do. So I had to like squeeze it into the footprint and make it look good. Now I went with a contrast. I went, you know, smooth basalt. It's dark. It's creepy. We got the cool looking, what's it called? Deep slate stuff, and then the stone generator. That's a lot of stone brick stairs, but that's fine. It's 2012. We're time travelers. This is a very unique spot to AFK. I think he's AFKing for the copper. Right there. Now for the last part of this episode, we're gonna go over and we're gonna visit where our mega base is gonna be. Now you may be saying to yourself, Justin, what the hell do you mean a mega base? Look at the thing you're building. It's already mega, and I agree. This is mega, and it is gonna be where our storage room is. And I'm probably not gonna build a full-on storage room at my base, but I had plans all season, and they need to happen. They definitely need to happen. There's a reason I absolutely love playing on an SMP. His rocket ship is taking off. It's actually, it's launching. Oh, wait a second. It did launch. Oh, Bobby. Bobby did me dirty. But this is absolutely amazing. His rocket ship is firing off, which means he completely okay. Let's think about something for a second. It didn't actually take off. This is a build. So that means he tore down his entire rocket, rebuilt it up there, and then made it look like it's taking off. Absolutely brilliant. I love the storytelling behind this, that the rocket is actually taking off. And I don't know if this is his final plan. I just love the look of it. This looks amazing. I can't wait to see it. But let's head over. Oh, well, we're going to do it anyway. Let's head over to Beside Vid's base. Because Beside Vid's wonderful base here, he's doing some insane things with redstone. And Bobby, I haven't been here in a couple days, so Bobby's really playing games with me right now. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but if we fly up here and we take a look at this mountain, we're home. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually going to be home for this season, because this is going to be... Hello, what's this? this is going to be a giant volcano. Now, this project alone is going to take a lot of work. Now, I can see someone needed a little bit of clay. I told people they can mine up here. I'm going to be reshaping the front of it anyway. It is funny, but Bobby just keeps loading in little like spigots, and it's just making me laugh. But up here is actually going to be the base, and I don't think you understand fully how big this footprint is going to be. So I have a little bit of time before the end of this episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some stone. I'm going to get some stone, and I want to start to shape the base a little bit. I want it to start to look like roughly where it needs to be, because this cave right here is a big issue. It's a problem, but we can deal with it. So I got to head back to the industrial district and get some stone, and then we can finish this episode off a little bit. And just like that, the mountain is shaped. Now, there is another little area that I might go through and fix up later. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but I think this turned out phenomenally. This needs a little more work, but we can do that when we cover it with basalt and make it look more natural. But the rest of this mountain is completely covered. We're completely set. We can now start to form the volcano. Which leaves me to the end of this episode. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I know this video came out a day late, and I apologize. It was kind of a mishmash video, and I really almost struggled making it. But thank you guys for sticking around. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.